There's a religion practiced by billions that has no churches, no priests, no holy book. Its followers pray every day without realizing it. They sacrifice their time, their money, their potential on its altar. The religion is called luck, and its central teaching is simple. Your outcomes are not in your control. You just have to hope, wish, and wait for the universe to favor you. This is the most successful scam in human history. Because a population that believes in luck will never develop the skills that make luck irrelevant. And unskilled believers make perfect workers for someone else's vision. You were baptized into this religion before you could speak. Wish on the candles, cross your fingers, knock on wood, throw the coin in the fountain, make a wish when the clock strikes 11:11. These weren't games, they were training you to believe that your life happens to you, not through you, training you to pray instead of plan, training you to hope instead of build. By the time you reached adulthood, the programming was complete. You hope your application gets reviewed. You hope your boss notices your work. You hope the market goes up. You hope the right person swipes right. You hope your side project takes off. You hope the economy improves. You hope things work out. Hope, hope, hope. You call this optimism. You call this positive thinking. You call this staying motivated. It's none of those things. It's learned helplessness with a smile. And the system needs you helpless, because helpless people don't threaten the established order. They just pray for scraps and call it faith. They wait for their turn and call it patience. They accept their position and call it realism. The religion of luck has turned you into a professional beggar in your own life, waiting for the universe to finally notice you. But here's where it gets truly sinister. The religion evolved. It got a modern update. New prophets, new promises, same trap. Right now, millions of people are sitting cross-legged in front of vision boards covered in magazine cutouts of houses they'll never own and cars they'll never drive. They're staring at themselves in mirrors, repeating affirmations about abundance while their bank account screams poverty. They're closing their eyes and visualizing their dream life while their real life rots from neglect. They're raising their vibration, they're aligning their energy, they're manifesting, they're attracting, they're becoming magnetic to wealth. They call it the law of attraction, the law of manifestation, the universe conspiring in your favor. And it sounds empowering. It sounds spiritual. It sounds like you're finally taking control. You're not. You're still praying. You've just changed gods. And here's the cruelest part of the con. The people selling you this dream aren't using it themselves. That manifestation guru teaching you to visualize wealth, they're not visualizing. They're building sales funnels. They're split testing ad copy. They're negotiating affiliate commission rates. They're analyzing retention metrics. They're A/B testing email subject lines. They're optimizing for conversion. They teach you to close your eyes while they keep theirs wide open. They tell you to trust the universe while they trust their spreadsheets. They sell you courses on abundance while running the numbers on customer acquisition cost. They post about alignment while aligning their profit margins. You are not their student. You are their product. Your hope, your desperation, your fear of staying stuck, your dreams of finally breaking free, that's what they package and sell to brands. That's what they monetize. You're the audience they leverage for sponsorship deals. You're the engagement they sell to advertisers. You're the email list they rent out. You're the traffic they convert into revenue. Every time you watch their content, you're working for them. Every time you share their posts, you're marketing for them. Every time you buy their course, you're funding their actual wealth while they teach you to imagine yours. They're not manifesting money, they're extracting it from you. And when it doesn't work for you, when you visualize and nothing appears, when you affirm and nothing changes, when you align and nothing improves, they have the perfect explanation ready. You didn't believe hard enough. You had limiting beliefs. You were blocked. You weren't vibrating at the right frequency.
You self-sabotaged. You weren't ready to receive. The religion of luck always blames the believer, never the belief. This is how the scam sustains itself. Your failure becomes proof of your inadequacy, not evidence that the method doesn't work. So you try harder, you visualize longer, you affirm louder, you invest more money in the next course, the next guru, the next secret that will finally unlock your manifestation power. Meanwhile, the guru is studying conversion psychology, consumer behavior, and marketing automation. They're learning real skills, skills that create actual, measurable, reproducible results. Skills that turn your belief into their bank account. You're holding a lottery ticket, they're holding a business model. Here's what they're not telling you. Every single person you think manifested their success actually executed their success. The influencer who seems to attract brand deals? They learned photography, videography, copywriting, platform algorithms, and audience psychology. They built a media kit. They studied engagement metrics. They pitched themselves to brands with data. They didn't attract opportunities, they engineered them. The entrepreneur who manifested their thriving business? They studied market research, product development, supply chain logistics, customer acquisition, and profit margins. They didn't visualize revenue, they systematized it. They built funnels, not vision boards. They tracked conversions, not cosmic signs. The investor who attracted wealth? They learned financial statements, risk analysis, market cycles, asset allocation, and tax strategy. They didn't align with abundance, they calculated compound returns. They studied probability, not possibility thinking. What you call luck is pattern recognition plus skill execution by people who understand cause and effect. But skill is not sexy. Skill doesn't sell courses. Skill doesn't promise overnight transformation. Skill says this will take years. You will fail repeatedly. You will be incompetent before you're competent. You will be confused before you're clear. You will invest thousands of hours into something that might not work. Manifestation says you already have the power within you. Just believe. Just align. Just vibrate higher. Just imagine it and it will come. No studying required. No practice needed. No failure necessary. Just close your eyes and want it hard enough. This is why manifestation is more popular than mastery. Not because it works better, because it hurts less. And a population focused on manifesting will never develop the skills that actually create outcomes. They'll stay exactly where they are, blaming their vibration instead of admitting their incompetence. Hoping instead of learning, wishing instead of building, waiting instead of executing. You can spend 10 years visualizing wealth, or 10 years learning how wealth actually works, how money flows, how assets compound, how cash generates more cash, how leverage multiplies effort, how systems create passive income. One makes you feel spiritual, the other makes you solvent. You can spend a decade affirming that opportunities come to you, or a decade building the skills that create opportunities on demand. Communication, persuasion, negotiation, sales, marketing, relationship building. One makes you sound enlightened, the other makes you employable. Or better yet, unemployable by choice because you own the means of production. Every skill you master is one less thing you need to be lucky about. Learn financial literacy and you don't need fortune to smile on you. You understand how interest compounds, how debt enslaves, how assets produce income, how tax laws favor the informed. Learn persuasion and you don't need cosmic alignment. You engineer agreement, you create desire, you frame value, you close deals. Learn systems thinking and you don't need serendipity. You build machines that produce predictable outcomes while you sleep. The skilled don't need the universe to conspire in their favor. They conspire with reality. They study what works. They test. They measure. They adjust. They improve. They execute. They don't hope their business works. They know why it works or why it doesn't. They don't pray for customers. They create acquisition systems. They don't wish for growth. They engineer it. But here's the problem you need to face. You're not unlucky, you're unskilled. And that's not an insult, that's liberation. Unlucky means you're a victim of forces beyond your control. Cosmic injustice, bad timing, wrong circumstances. Someone else got your blessings. The universe has favorites, and you're not one of them. If you're unlucky, there's nothing you can do except keep hoping your luck changes. Unskilled means you have work to do, but the outcome is in your hands. One diagnosis keeps you helpless, the other makes you powerful. One keeps you praying, the other gets you practicing. One leaves you dependent on forces you can't control, the other builds capacity you can deploy on demand. So here's where you start. Stop lying to yourself about what you're doing.
You're not manifesting, you're procrastinating. You're not aligning your energy, you're avoiding the actual work. You're not raising your vibration, you're medicating your anxiety about staying stuck. First, identify what you're currently hoping for. Write it down. Every hope, every wish, every "I want the universe to bring me" fantasy. That list is not your dream board. It's your incompetence inventory. Each hope is a skill you haven't developed. Each wish is a gap in your knowledge. Each manifestation is an admission that you don't know how to create that outcome yourself. Hoping for money? You need financial education. Hoping for opportunities? You need network building and self-promotion skills. Hoping your business works? You need marketing, sales, operations, and financial management competence. Hoping for a relationship? You need emotional intelligence, communication ability, and self-awareness. Second, replace one hope with one skill. Pick the area where you're most dependent on luck and start building competence there. Not tomorrow, not when you feel ready, not after you finish manifesting it. Now, today. Read the book the luck worshippers won't read. Take the course they won't take. Practice the skill they won't practice. Fail at the thing they won't attempt. Third, test it, measure it, prove it. Apply your developing skill in the real world, not in your imagination, not in your journal, not on your vision board. In reality, where outcomes either happen or they don't. Where customers either buy or they don't. Where your pitch either lands or it doesn't. Where your system either produces or it doesn't. This is how you move from hoping things work to knowing why they work or why they don't. From gambling to building. From luck dependency to skill execution. From prayer to power. The mouse doesn't escape the trap by visualizing freedom. It doesn't manifest safety. It doesn't align its energy with liberation. It escapes by understanding how the trap actually works and making the concrete decision to not take the bait, to stop believing that the cheese is free, to recognize that easy rewards are always attached to mechanisms of capture. You are the mouse. Luck is the cheese, and the trap is believing that outcomes are random when they're actually systematic. The world is divided into two groups, those who wait for luck and those who build skills. Those who hope for change and those who engineer it, those who pray for outcomes and those who produce them, those who wish their life were different and those who learn what makes it different. You were born into the first group, raised in it, educated in it, conditioned by it, kept in it, but you don't have to die there. Escape luck, build skills, control outcomes. The choice was never about fortune. It was always about competence. If this message shattered the illusion you've been living in, type in the comments, "I'm done waiting for luck." Subscribe for the skills that make randomness irrelevant. Until the next video, stay jiggy.